Okay, this is a first impressions video for the Netflix streaming on a Nintendo Wii. My name is Marcus, and I'm recording this using the video camera on my Palm Pre. I'm too lazy to pull the actual video camera out of its case and get the tripod and set that all up. It's literally too much work to get it on the computer and then compress and then upload to YouTube, and it's just so much easier. So I've already put the disc into the Wii, and actually muted the TV for a moment to get it started. And just a little note of the setup I'm using for now is I don't have component cables on my Wii. I'm just using the standard AV cables that came with the Wii. So take that into consideration when judging the picture quality and also my video setup that I'm using. And so I will, of course, use my own eye to tell you how I think it looks. So let's get started. Sitting very close to the TV, so using the remote is going to be a little difficult. Fire up the Netflix channel with the disc in the Wii. Turn the volume back up just a little bit. Some instructions on how to use the remote if you're just wanting to use the buttons while it retrieves information. And then it comes up with your instant cue. The nice thing with the Wii is that you don't have to use the remote and the buttons if you don't want to, but you can hover the button, you can hover over everything, and it shows you the remote shortcut for it as well. You can, click and drag, click on each individual button here, and it'll tell you the remote shortcut. Pretty well laid out there. I kind of like that. You can click and hold with the A button here and drag a longer cue. I can get my finger on the button here. There you go, no example there. You can also click here and drag along as well. You can also use the directional pad on the Wii. Kind of dark there. As you can see, use the directional pad. I'm left-handed, so I will use my left hand for everything here. You can see I have some things in there for the kitties. What's awesome about the Netflix for the Wii, I don't have an Xbox. I don't know if this is true for the Xbox or PS3, but you can also browse, other than the instant queue, the entire. You can also look at other categories other than just your instant queue. You can look at the other watches and categories. There's action, sci-fi, TV dramas, family, sci-fi, the other categories Netflix has set up. And it's by cover art, which is pretty cool. And it tells you the name below it, the rating, how long it lasts, star rating. It seems to only be loading 100 at a time. Let's see if it'll load more. That's the one thing I didn't look at when I first did this. I have to get a little bit further away. No, it only seems to load 100 at a time. So there's pretty much a look at the interface. We'll go back to my instant queue, and we'll load up something that I know is HD. I've watched this in HD on my TiVo HD Serenity. And we'll play it from the beginning because I just watched a little bit of it just to see how it looked. And there it goes, starting to retrieve. Takes a couple of seconds. I watched probably the first few minutes and it didn't buffer at all once it got past the initial buffer. Video quality isn't that bad. It's watchable, but it's definitely not HD quality by any means. Sound, I noticed some reverberation in my speakers. I know it's not my TV because I've obviously watched this in HD on my TiVo and it did not reverberate my speakers. So, I don't know. I'm kind of a snob when it comes to watching movies on my TV. I have a Blu-ray player.
We found a new solar system. Dozens of planets and hundreds of moons. Each one terraformed, a process taking decades to support human life, to be new Earths. The central planets formed the Alliance. Ruled by an interplanetary parliament, the Alliance was a beacon of civilization. The savage outer planets were not so enlightened and refused Alliance control. The war was devastating. But the Alliance's victory over the Independents ensured a safer universe. And now, everyone can enjoy the comfort and enlightenment of true civilization.
Why were the Independents even fighting us? Why wouldn't they look to be more civilized?
I hear they're cannibals.
That's only Reavers. Reavers aren't real. Well, they are. I heard they attack settlers from space and kill them and wear their skins and rape them for hours.
If you point the remote at the TV,
It's true that there
the little interface comes up to pause, and you can click and drag here. Fast forwarding works on thumbnails like many of the other platforms. You can also use the plus and minus buttons on the Wiimote here near the home button to fast forward. It fast forwards a little bit at a time. Same thing with rewind. Pressing A will select the current thumbnail and fast forward to that area. It'll retrieve and then fast forward. And pressing A again with the remote not pointing towards the TV will also pause and unpause. Pressing B will pause as well. I thought it was supposed to take you back to the movie, out of the movie. I guess once it's paused, you can come up here to the back arrow, or just hit B. And it's supposed to take you back, but it's not. I wonder if that's a bug or if it's just not working for me. So, for someone who doesn't have another platform to watch Netflix instantly in HD, I guess this is a pretty acceptable way to watch Netflix movies instantly. For me, I'll probably stick to my TiVo to watch instantly. But when I go to a friend's house that doesn't have a TiVo or another HD platform to watch Netflix instantly, I will take my disc. And definitely, if we're wanting to watch movies off of Netflix, this is definitely something that I would recommend. So, any questions, please post in the comments, and I will